What it do? What it do? What it do? Can we say Victory Sunday, Victory Monday, whatever you want to call it? But the Lions got a victory in a ass whooping for him. But I'm gonna let. Oh my god, let me start. So hype, I'm stuttering.
It's too high,
so
bro. You
excited.
too high.
You feel me? Yeah. But you know how we do. We're gonna let y'all know who the villains in the house, man. Hey, my co-host, always here, my brother from another mother. Daddy, let him know who you is, though.
What up, for Day? We in the house. Let's go. Big victory Sunday. Let's get it rolling, boys.
Let's get it. Skrilla, let him know who you is, though.
Beast Thriller with JBK zone coverage. It is great to be here on a Victory Sunday.
Yes, sir. Rumbo, let him know who you is, though.
Rumble in the building, hanging with Bandit and these villains right here, man. Shout out to these villains, man. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it.
Let's get it. Sky and Little John walking in the forest. Let him know who you is, though.
You know what time it is, Victory fucking Sunday, boys.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go. Mike, let him know who you is, though.
What up, y'all? It's Mike. Y'all know you can find me all day on Twitter at @1pride_JR. How about them Cowboys losing today? We tied now, and we're going to whoop them next week or 2 weeks from now. We're going to take care of the Vikings first.
Yes, sir. Leo, let him know who you is, though.
Yo, this is Leo, Asian Persuasion, and I chill with villains. All we do is win, 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 win.
Yeah. For sure, man. You know what we got here. But we're going to start it off, like my boy, my co-host, Day told me to do it, man. All you golf haters, man. Why y'all hate him so much? We need y'all to fill out this form. We need y'all to fill out this form and send it to us. You feel me? Man went out there and ball 5 TDs. No interceptions.
275 yards.
Man, did his thing. But
No turnovers.
No turnovers, man. But we're going to say the golf hate, man. We're going to get what two people really want to talk about. Hey, y'all see AG in this defense yesterday? Y'all see AG in this defense yesterday?
Ooh, boy, they came to play yesterday.
Man. Hey, Jerry Jacobs out the lineup. No problem. You feel me? Them boys stepped in, man. Hey, let's talk about it, man.
That's the milk jug player of the week. That's the milk jug player of the week, Jerry Jacobs. Because he wasn't seen, and I don't think any of us really missed him.
No,
hey, if he played great.
Leo, tell me how you feel about AG in this defense yesterday, man.
AG made, shout out to him because he made, for one, he called a hell of a game. But two, to sit there and make the personnel changes that he made, as well as the game plan, man, that boy, AG cooking.
Mike, we know you've been AG's attorney, lawyer, and everything else like that. How you feel about AG in that? How you feel about AG in that defense yesterday, man?
I feel great, man. I feel like he called back-to-back 2 great games. Hopefully we can keep it rolling against the Vikings. I think everybody was happy, man. You can't say you weren't happy with that performance against Denver, man. Everybody was flying around the field. And shout out to them young players, man, he put out there on that field that was hungry to play, that hadn't been playing snaps, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Like, he shocked me with that outside corner. I did not see what was his name? Dorsey. I did not see him Dorsey on the outside. That shocked me, but everything else, including that, was fire.
Yes, sir. I was surprised. We thought it was going to be Vilmore, Lucas, or what's the other one? Gilmore?
The Vildor guy.
Showed his thing. John, guy, man. I know you, Mr. Videotape. How you feel about AG in this defense, man?
All right, hey, AG stepped up this game. Caused a lot of pressure. You know, was sending blitzes on first, second, and third.
Blitz after blitz
all day long. Hey, love to see it though. Hey, Russell Wilson couldn't get set, or he didn't have a clean pocket at all.
And I loved it. Hey, Rumble, you know I'm waiting on you. You've been talking bad about my cousin AG all week, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let me hear
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
Rumble's
Yeah.
going on the milk carton.
Hey,
Rumble's
you know
opinion
what?
going on the milk carton.
That's okay. That's okay. I have no ego. That's okay. I'm good. I'm
We
good with
waiting.
that. I wanted to see what he did. Wanted to see what he had on his tablet. He showed me everything. I've been waiting on him. You know, he made adjustments. He blitzed. I saw pressures. I saw pressure. I saw pressure. I saw pressure. And shout out to Fort Fields DJ. That was #1 defender.
Oh.
He got started in pregame.
We're gonna get started. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him too, man. But I want you to know,
But
I
no,
want you
shout out,
to no, come on, keep
shout
talking
out
that
to
praise.
AG though, man. Hey, AG. Hey, praises, man. You called a hell of a game, especially against your mentor and Sean Payton. I'm proud, man. Hey, I'm a man of my word, bro. Hey, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. He off at least 1 week.
Rumble sound like Boosie song. He said, AG, I'm sorry. It's cool though. Grilla, man, what do you feel about this defense, man, yesterday, man? You was looking for him too. I want to hear from you too. Come on.
Hey, if he's out there to be looking for, then he needs to be looked for. Remember that.
Well, you
okay?
you look for it, you
Where the
found it.
hell,
Let me hear it.
where the hell was this defense at the previous 3 games? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
He been trying to talk to
Green
Dan
Bay.
Campbell for 7 weeks to get Jerry Jacobs out there, and he finally listened to him.
This is the defense they played against Green Bay when they were pressuring Love all the damn time, except the second time when they played him, they didn't do any of that shit. This is what you got to do with this defense. AG got to get that through his head, and he's got to keep going forward with this program. So that because these guys can play and they love it when they're aggressive out there. I can see it in their eyes. When they're out there, they got that fire. When they got that fire when they're playing like that, blitzing and making all kinds of damn plays out there because they're a lot, they're in those positions to do so. Them dudes, they cooking. They cooking on that defense. And I give it to AG this week because he made the personnel decisions that need to be made. We didn't see Jerry Jacobs at all. Thank the Lord. And the guy that replaced him, Vildor, man, that dude played out his damn mind. And hey, we got to give a hand to Iffy. Iffy was out there. Iffy was not Iffy. He was there. That's what he was. So, yeah, we're going to give praises to AG.
All right, let me say something. I apologize because I was crying that Tracy Walker was on the phone. But the way Iffy played this week, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. Day, my co-host, even you was talking bad about my man AG.
No, I never. No, I didn't. I did not talk bad about AG. I said players had to make plays. Is what I said. I never put any of the onus on AG. None of it.
You're right.
Man,
my
what, man?
Wrong
This defense came out hungry and ready to show the world on prime time what we're capable. We're not just this high-flying, powered offense that we're known as around the NFL. Like here in the bro, we play defense, man. And his personnel decision to play Iffy and sit Jerry Jacobs fucking slow bum ass. Like, I gotta give it to AG this week, man. With dialing up the blitzes left and right. I mean, even Hutch was getting there. Shout out to Hutch, actually getting some pressures, affecting the throwing lanes, affecting his arm angles, all types of stuff, man. I ain't got one complaint against this defense this week. Actually, I got one. If Kirby was a half a step faster, we're talking about a diving interception for Kirby, bro. He's a half a step quicker, bro. That's a pick right there. So shout out to the defense, man. Shout out to the defense. Them boys came to play this week.
Hey man, let's continue talking about this defense, man. Because hey, Dorsey and Vilmore did their thing. Thank you, Lion Gods. They finally heard our prayers, man. Speak on it, man. Open mic about it. Let's speak on these two.
What's crazy is to even compound what Strilla was saying, man. It's like with the blitzing and everything like that. Like we're gonna have weaknesses in the defense anyways. So to cover up some of the defense of weaknesses, like blitzing the quarterback and getting pressure, so he has to make quick decisions and make short throws, is gonna cover that shit up. And I'm not saying the Broncos are like the best fucking team in the world or anything like that, but they were a hot team. They were playing well, and we got home with 4. That's the other thing. He was blitzing, but there was times we got home with 4. So that's the other thing on top of it. So yeah, we blitz a lot, but here we are. I like that he blitzed a fuck ton because it means a lot. I truly think to this defense, like it truly means a lot.
Sky, so are you telling me that 30 plus old man that we signed on the opposite side of Hutch is making a difference? Is that what you're telling me, Sky?
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily him. I mean, it was. I mean, who got a sack? Pascal got a sack. If he got a
Beautiful
sack.
Pascal.
Man, we're forgetting about the big man in the middle, Isaiah Bugs, bro. Every time Bugs is on the field, bro. Every time Bugs is on the field, bro, our defense seems to play different, man.
And this is what I was talking about: personnel changes, and the reason why the Lions be fucking up in personnel changes. Put Bugs in. He don't practice well. Some players don't practice well. Put his ass on the field because when he's on the field, he makes a difference.
Remember what I said last stream? I said they might not produce in practice, but you get them out there under them lights, somebody's gonna show out. And shout out to like you said, these guys were attacking. That's the difference this time. They were attacking. They weren't sitting back reacting. They were actually attacking, man. So shout out to them boys, man. And they looked like they were having fun, man. Even the line, the CBs, everybody looked like they were having fun, man. So shout out to them.
Shout out to players making plays, man. They made the plays this week, man. No, oh man, he was this close. No, man, we were there. If he got there, knocked that ball up, and Bugs scooped that thing, and he was gone, bro.
It was beautiful, bro.
If he
Big man could move too.
With a hell of a play to break up the ball on, I want to say it was Sutton right there. Not 100% sure who it was on, where he came up over the top and punched the ball out as Buddy's catch.
That was iffy. That was iffy.
That was iffy. That was
I know it was
iffy.
iffy, but I'm saying I don't remember who was. I don't know who was trying to catch the ball. But I'm saying I know it was iffy.
Oh.
Yeah, Iffy was doing.
Boy.
Oh, that might have been Sutton. I think it was Sutton.
It was Sutton because he kicked the ball in Sutton's hand.
And how did everybody like the Sutton on Sutton violence? Because Sutton held his own against them. And guess what? They moved Sutton where Sutton went.
And they don't ever do that, bro.
Field.
They don't ever. That was real nice to see. Somebody said that earlier in the week. Sutton needs to shadow Sutton. I said that's not going to happen because he doesn't do that.
But
man, did they make me eat crow, bro? Because he was traveling everywhere with him.
Yeah, played him really well.
Sutton like Sutton.
And this is where we're gonna go into a segment of the show where I like to call Skybox Review, man.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Getting the blood.
Scott, man.
Yeah, I mean,
what are we seeing here, man?
It's a great time to talk about it because this is exactly kind of what Day is talking about and what Strilla's talking about and things like this. Like we have a good match. Like we have good matchups here. Let's see here, and then so
put it on full screen, bro. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, you got it. You
got it.
So, Irvin, Pascal. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Kaminsky.
Yeah.
Kaminsky.
And then we got a blitz and then a delayed blitz coming.
Oh, this was the good play with Iffy.
Yeah.
Iffy did a wonderful job on this. His speed just Wilson was not expecting this.
Bro, he shot through that gap like
Wilson's like, oh shit.
Where did that come from?
He comes, he's like, oh shit.
And I wish I had the all 22 view because obviously it was good coverage on the back end too.
So Brian Branch had a good game too. Let's give it to Brian Branch. He had a great game too. Yeah, look at that. That's
they made a hole for him. They part of that Red Sea. That's his. Hey, if y'all don't believe it, that is defensive coordinator design. Hey, y'all two get them to spread out and let him shoot through that gap and hit the quarterback, man. That's great design by my man AG. I'm just saying.
But this is the first. But you got to remember, guys, this is the first time we're starting to see things like this from this man. This man typically doesn't transition to heavy blitzing at all. When being up in a game, he usually sits back and zone the entire game. So for him to do this, it's like I don't know if like he's being told that he needs the blitz more, or if he's learning from his mistakes. Because
I
don't
sent him
know-
the video.
I don't know
I
yet.
sent him the last video. I got a direct line to AG now. You feel me? I sent him the last video.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think he's realizing the potential of the defense and the fact that Dan Campbell's getting in his ass. So
You know, I really think, Sky, though, I really think it's personnel, bro. You know, you notice how when the personnel changed, he was able to sit there and do something. I really feel like his hands were kind of tied behind his back the last couple of weeks. Like, I really feel like his playbook was tied to personnel.
well,
I mean,
he's
but
an
that's,
offensive coordinator.
that's
He
when you
can
should
change.
blitz. That's when you should blitz more, though, because the people he's blitzing are the ones that he replaced. So if you see Iffy blitzing, that would be Tracy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Tracy,
I agree with Leo on that though, because he had blitzed Tracy in the season when he was out there playing, but he just wasn't getting there. He was blitzing a lot of players that weren't getting there, but some of these players in these recent weeks, like Jalen Reeves-Maybin had a sack on Justin Fields. Like other players were put in those positions, but they couldn't make the tackle or they couldn't get there.
Yep.
I mean, do you think here's my question to you guys then. Do you think it's more of like they weren't actually getting there, or our DBs were so fucking bad that it doesn't matter how fast they fucking got there, the ball was coming out? Because I think the bigger difference is having Vildor in at fucking corner than fucking Jerry Jacobs. That's my
Leo, I'm gonna let you start off. Leo, I'm gonna let you start off by answering that question.
yeah, so that's part of it, Sky. You know, obviously in the back end, if you're gonna blitz, obviously you got to be good on the back end as well. But if I go back to the trenches, like even when they stunt, they were sitting there kind of crossing each other, and they weren't really setting each other up. You know what I mean? And kind of working together. So now you see with the new personnel, and then like in that example that you just showed, I mean, there was actually spacing, and if he actually hit the hole that he was actually supposed to hit to blitz. So I mean, those guys have got to work together for sure. AG did, like Mike was saying, like AG has kind of brought the blitz, you know, every now and again. It just wasn't getting there. I think the only successful guy that would blitz would be Branch all year. But I mean, they're sending Barnes, they're sending Campbell, they're sending a bunch of other guys, and they're just not getting there.
Let's hope this continues with this group, and hopefully we see the same personnel group.
Same question, Mike.
Yeah, same question. I think it's a combination of both, but I'm more so with Leo. I think it was more so the personnel, because he was sending people, they weren't getting there. Like our best blitzer this year, it's probably been Anzalone, and Anzalone he's been a more sure tackler this year than the past 2 years. But I go back to that Bears game. You say Anzalone on Justin Fields on that 3rd and 8, when he had him on the 2-yard line, he couldn't get him to the ground. He still scampered off for 30 yards. So AG is putting them in position to make plays. Players just got to make the damn plays.
And they've been making them lately, so we got to shout out to them for doing that. Same question, Day.
I think it's personnel, man. I do. I think it's personnel. I think as much as we all kind of, you know, we love Tracy Walker, man, he just doesn't have that same explosiveness and speed. You know what I mean? He wasn't necessarily the fastest guy before his Achilles. And then he tore that Achilles, man. That, you know, that's a little bit. You're a little bit slower after that. And then Jerry not being out there, man, him getting burnt right off the line right away, that helps. That helps pressure be able to get there. You know, we like to all sit here and blame the defensive line, you know, for everything. And they are, like, I want to say about 85% of the problem. You know, you can't expect your DBs to cover forever. But if your DB's getting burnt right off the line immediately, it doesn't matter how many people you send on pressure, because the ball's going to get out of there right away. So I think it's personnel, mainly personnel, man.
Skrilla.
Okay. My take on this, yeah, I agree with everybody with the personnel decisions. However, you saw some blitzes in this game that they've been blitzing. Yeah, they've been blitzing, but they haven't been blitzing in some of these packages. Some of these packages are new blitzes. They're coming from everywhere, and they weren't doing that before. Yeah, he blitzed, but he wasn't blitzing. He was blitzing from one side. He had like predictable blitzes coming off the edge. Those are kind of things that you got to look at too. AG came with every type of blitz you could possibly come with in this game. It was coming from Iffy. It was coming from the young kid at linebacker, it was coming from everywhere. And I'm telling you, and you have that kind of a blitzing package going on, it's hard to stop the defense from doing anything. And I think this is the same defense. Again, I hate to reiterate it, but this is the same defense he used against Green Bay. They were blitzing from everywhere. If it wasn't Brian Branch, it was Kirby. If it wasn't Kirby, it was one of the corners coming off the edge. If it wasn't one of the corners, it was two of the linebackers blitzing. You got to mix that blitz package up. You can't just be regular with your blitzes because those are predictable. And once you're predictable with your blitzes, the opponent's offensive line is going to shift that way. So you can't make them easy to look at. And that's what they were doing. They were blitzing, but they were easy. This game, too many blitzes that were different.
So Skrilla, tell me this. Is this blitz right here that I'm about to show you? Is this
blow it up?
Is this a blitz or is this instinctual? I don't think it's a blitz. I think it's instinctual.
You think if he's a spy?
No, I think that he's seen the boot coming.
Put that back up there again. Put the and start from the beginning.
What do you think? Well, do you think if he's the read man?
He was as soon as he came off the line, he was coming through.
Yeah, that's a call.
That was
that's
a blitz.
Call.
That was a blitz.
Yeah. And he said that after the game when they interviewed him too. He said that was a particular look that they seen on film, and when they got that look, they were going to go straight to that blitz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a blitz. So yeah, I'm just saying their blitz are exotic. So I mean, in this game, so that's what they need to do constantly.
Yeah, and I agree with everybody here, but I also saw something that's so like, and I know it's probably going to get overlooked, but I just saw discipline. We saw guys who were just in their position so that Leo brought it up earlier. They created so that if he could come down and shoot that straight line, he didn't have to run into the back of his player. I saw discipline, and we saw our linebackers were disciplined as well, man. But yeah, just those fundamentals came back. I don't know what they did, but I saw a lot of fundamental stuff yesterday, man. And that allowed them to fly all over the field, man. 2 helmets to the ball at times. We saw the punch out from Iffy. You know what I mean? Like it was him and the receiver one-on-one, and the guy had position on Iffy, but he came around with that fist and punched the ball out, man. It was so crazy to see things like that, man. So yeah, man, shout out to them boys.
Hey, Neil, you on mute. You on mute, Neil.
No, I don't know if people remember Miami style. He was like, he came up and punched him in the back of his head. You feel me? Like, that's back in the Miami style, and cuz punched him in the back of his head. But listen,
Bandit is hyped in a motherfucker, ain't he?
Hey.
Because listen, man, I'm tired of the AG talking. Like this on camera for I'm gonna let everybody. Hey, I'm tired of the AG talk. You feel me? I'm tired of y'all talking about my man. But listen, this is what I think it is on some real stuff. I think he heard. He been listening to what everybody in our podcast and everybody else's podcast saying. How he need to be fired. How he ain't running this defense accordingly. And he had to come out here and let y'all know. Listen, I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna do what y'all say for the one time, and it worked. It worked beautiful. So guess what? For these last couple games of playoffs run, I'm gonna do it again.
There you go.
Doing it.
And it should change from week to week, man. You don't have to run. You don't have to have the same players out there if you feel like they're not going to get to, to everybody's point earlier. Yeah, he was blitzing earlier in the season. There was times he was blitzing. Those guys weren't getting there. So yeah, if they're not, hey, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was flying, bruh, I have not seen that kind of speed back there in a minute, man.
Oh,
that kid was on it, bro. He got beat at the line and somehow made up and got a hand in there or got back to his man. Bruh, it was crazy. I'm
gonna start off with you.
Hold on, I got a question real quick.
I'm gonna start off with you. Go ahead, Dede.
What was the best? What would you say was the best personnel change this week? Out of the,
getting Jacobs the hell out of there.
Jacobs was the base, yeah.
Liability. big time. One play. I'm talking about one play liability. Like one play would change the whole game, bro. Like 3rd and 17.
Hey, I start off with that Vilmore play. When Vilmore, we got it caught on the sideline, and it was an incomplete pass. That would have been a completed pass against Jerry Jacobs, maybe even a touchdown. I'm just saying that him making that change, that corner, putting Dorsey and Vilmore in, and having him in the rotation that he had him in, worked perfectly fine. That's what I think. I think it is. That's your question. I think it got to do a lot with the personnel, bro. I mean, it just that was the main switch I see. But
I think it's a 1A, 1B type of situation. I think it's Jerry Jacobs one, and then I think it's putting Bugs on the field, bro. Like Bugs is such an underrated asset to this team. People are just like, oh, he's just a rotational piece at this point. Well, man, our whole defensive line is a rotational piece at this point. And dude, when he is on the field, when him and Iffy are on the field together, for some reason that defense clicks. Because when Kirby was out earlier this year, and we had Tracy and Iffy back there, and Bugs was on the field at the same time, our defense was a lot better than it's been the past couple weeks, man. So I think the rotation of Vildor and Dorsey was nice, but I think really the Bugs addition is very, I think it's overlooked.
Yeah, and it seemed to rejuvenate that D-line, man. He was out there hype. He gave that D-line juice. He was out there acting a nut, man, when he was making that plays, man.
He ran an 8.5 40 after he picked up the goddamn football, bro.
Bro, he was out there like what's kid name from Outcast? Mr. Bentley. He was out there scooting, boy.
You know what that play remind me of? That play remind me of Sean Rodgers when he did the same thing against the same team.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he scored a touchdown on that one. Unfortunately,
he scored. I remember that he scored though. So I'm gonna start off with you.
Are we all in agreement that Bugs? Are we all in agreement that Bugs needs to be on the field the rest of the year?
Yeah,
he doesn't need to be in it. Him and Martin next to each other, man.
He should have been on the field this whole time.
Him and Martin next to each other is ruined, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on in practice or whatever, but they need to figure that shit out because he needs to be on the field. I think that to your question, Day, I think it's Bugs and Iffy. I'd probably go Iffy and Bugs first before the Jerry, because I think Iffy wound up sitting there covering a lot. They stayed in that cover 2 shell, and they wound up sitting there blitzing him. It also made Brian Branch better as well. So Iffy back there able to stabilize, and don't forget too, we didn't really hear much of Kirby, but that's a good thing because Kirby's starting to drift a little bit in coverage, and he's starting to do a little too much. So I think if he kind of stabilizes the back end and stuff, and I think Bugs is an anchor to that defense up front.
Yep, most definitely.
So I'm gonna start with you, Leo. Who is your top? I'm gonna start with you, Leo. Go ahead, Skrilla. After you, Skrilla, I'm gonna get to
Leo can go. Go ahead. Oh, you could have got Leo. That was my bad.
No. I'm starting the next segment. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you saying?
I think to me, the player with the biggest impact on there, we got Bugs and then we had Vildor on there. Those were 2 impactful players. But man, Iffy, he impressed the hell out of me, dude. That dude is 6'3", 210 pounds, flying all over the field. I don't think there was a defensive player I didn't see his number. I saw his number in the frame every time. He was all over the place. That dude played a hell of a game. That dude should have got the game ball. He really should have. That dude was all over the place. And then he played cornerback and safety effortless. I mean, it was like, okay, you throw to my side, I'm busting your ass. You ain't throwing over here. And that's dude broke up a lot of passes too. He was just all over the place. The dude was great.
So, Skrilla, who was your top performer on defense?
I would have to go with Iffy. It's like a 1A.
Who your top
like what
performer
was saying.
Yeah, man. Like Shirley was saying, like it's 1A, 1B, man. It's if he's 1A, because he was like Shirley said, man, he was all over the field, bro. There were, I mean, like I'm basically just gonna piggyback off your whole point, man. Like there wasn't a single defensive play where you don't see number 6 right there in the frame somewhere, man, making some kind of impact on it. Like, and then Bugs with his ability to anchor down that D line and make the plays that he made, man. It's good to see my boy Bugs out there, man. I've always liked Bugs. It's good to see him back out there. Then he got that sack and he did that little dance. Good to see him happy too.
What do we do with a
Leo,
coming
man.
back then?
You put a Liam and Bugs right next to each other, and you
Oh,
figure that shit.
dog, that's it.
You figure that shit the fuck out. If you can figure
That's
out how
a
to make
monster
Iffy,
right there.
if you can figure out how to make Iffy and Vildor and Dorsey work to shut down Russell Wilson, you can figure out how to put a Lee McNeil and Bugs next to each other and make that shit work. You can figure that out. I don't care what they got to do. Figure that out.
Leo, who was your top performer on defense?
I'm gonna go Iffy. I'm not even gonna blink on that. I mean, he was just everywhere.
Rumbo, who was your top performer on defense?
I'm gonna go politically correct, man, because I got to give AG his flowers. So I'm gonna go with him. He came up with the master plan. He decided to make personnel changes. I don't know where was Iffy injured or was he just was he just over there just collecting dust on the bench? Like what?
He was one of those. You know how this coaching staff is, bro. They roll with the guys they got on the field, and he wasn't a guy on the field, so they weren't fucking with him.
So whatever AG and the players meeting, whatever. Hey man, he gets AG man, AG, and I saw life out of him. He was cheering. He was super hyped. He was slapping players' helmet on their helmets. He was juice, man. He was juice that they was making plays, bro. So yeah, man, that's it. I ain't gonna let Mike kill me.
Mike, who your top player on defense?
Man, I agree with y'all. I'm gonna go with Iffy as well. I want to touch on one of the comments in the chat. Is you done? He said Bugs was the one that held that players meeting last year too, true leader. And I agree with that. That's why I don't get what the big disconnect is between him and the coaching staff, because I feel like he should be out there on that field, man. Like, is he the most flashiest player? No, but he gets it done, man. I think he's a way better player than Benito Jones and some of the other guys that we got. Even the 3rd round pick that we took in this past draft, he don't even get on the field. Like, Bugs should be out there, man. He should definitely be on that other D tackle side. But I'm gonna go with Iffy, man. His energy was just too infectious. He was all over the field, and I agree with what y'all said, man. There was no play on that defense that I remember where I didn't even see him flash across my screen, dude. Like, that dude was every fucking where. He was everywhere.
Yes, sir. John and Sky, same question, man. Who y'all top performer on defense?
Yeah, no, I just like everybody's been saying, Iffy was literally everywhere all night long. I mean, can't say nothing about it. Obviously,
bang.
Right, you can go with Bugs. Bugs helped on that D line all night long too. But like Iffy, we knew our secondary was a weaker spot on our defense, and Iffy played well all night long.
Guy?
I don't know. Because to me, here's the thing. A lot of people think the Broncos are this hot team. You know, they're so-called the hottest team. I think they're kind of frauds. That's just me. They're like kind of like the Vikings last year in situations.
I don't even know if they're that good.
Except for that's what except for they haven't won that much. Yeah, so it's weird. I would say honestly, if I was gonna give anybody besides Iffy, you know, obviously Iffy gets some his courtesy of doing extremely well, but I like Vildor. I think Vildor was a player of the game outside of Iffy, and the reason in Dorsey. And the reason I say that is just because they came in, they're coming in off practice squad doing their thing right now. And we drastically needed a change at the cornerback position in Jerry Jacobs. So something needed to happen, and those guys stepped up. So
hell,
That's fucking huge because that's not.
Yeah.
Those aren't very easy wide receivers. That's Jerry Jeudy. That's Cam Sutton. You know what I'm saying? Like those, not Cam Sutton.
Cortland Sutton.
So that's that. I mean, here we are.
We could honestly say Jerry Jacobs was player of the game because he ain't fucked nothing up.
Sitting down.
No, that dude's a carton player right now. He's on the carton.
So if he continues these kind of games, do you think he becomes the captain of this defense?
I would say captain.
Captain.
I don't know about captain. I think he'll become a strong mainstay for these past couple weeks.
So like he'll be like a Tracy Walker type staple, like
better than Tracy Walker in this point of
I wish he could play fucking corner.
He can, man. He's a corner by trade, Sky.
He could play both positions
earlier in the week.
Right.
Yeah, I understand he's a corner by trade. That's why. Then why in the fuck don't we have our 6'3" corner on the outside? Because he can't play outside corner.
Sky, you talking now?
I can tell you this. I keep trying to tell you this 500 million times. I don't know what it is about this coaching staff or this personnel department, but they are fucking shit up with that. They don't realize what's coming from. I'm telling you, dude. If you see these if he was playing like that last year,
bro, how many teams have a 6'3" corner? I mean, that's an advantage.
And he's fast.
There.
And he's damn fast.
He can play in space.
Yeah.
Right.
And Day, to your point about Denver, you're absolutely
I
right.
want him to play fucking corner on the outside.
I will say the one thing with Iffy though, every time they tried to give him an opportunity throughout these years before this year, he's always found his way on that injured list.
Yeah.
So I think that is one thing that never helped him. He wasn't ever dependable as far as being healthy. But
he had a club on his hand last night.
Right. He had a club on his hand last night, but hey, he was able to be out there in the field, and it hasn't been the same thing these past couple of years.
Yeah, shout out to our medical staff too, boy. They got people
Right.
coming back way before the injuries. Like I don't know what's up with our medical staff, but they have been lights out, bro. From what I heard, Ragnow had like something wrong with a bone or something, and then you got the X-Men himself coming back, and then like, man, shout out to these guys. Shout out to our medical staff though, because we got guys who. Wow.
And CJ's coming. Oh. Ooh, this defense is gonna be ugly. Dog.
Who sits
secondary?
Who sits then?
The thing about those guys, I think they go cover 3, and it allows them to go cover 3, cover 4.
Wait,
allows them
what?
to play allows them to play different coverages. Yeah.
No, I understand. What do you mean cover 3, cover 4? I understand that. What do you mean though? Like who? I mean, what I mean.
So coming into the season, I would say that the biggest difference on that defense was the secondary because of the safeties. And you would say that we would have 4 safeties really that could come in the game.
Okay.
And so now they're getting to a place where if he's playing good ball, Kirby's doing whatever he's doing. And then now you got CJ, which CJ is really a chess piece for that defense. And so, and you got Branch, right? So it just allows AG to sit there and play a hell of a lot more different types of coverages, which allows the blitz packages to be more exotic. So
Leo, my question was, who in the fuck sits?
Jacobs.
No, he's talking about safety.
He's talking about safety. So he's talking between
literally.
My bad.
Unfortunately,
my bad.
But that's a good problem to have.
When you
My
say
bad, Bandit.
sit, I say Derek Barnes. Like
So you got okay.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. But
and have CJ just trolling in the middle.
I don't think they're gonna do that because
That's what Leo's talking about. He's saying take a linebacker off the field and put a DB on the field.
Walker
Hey, that would be nasty.
Walker sits. I'm sorry, Bandit. Walker sits. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Walker's already sitting, bro. So it's
they
gonna
just don't do that. Rumble had 2 shots tonight, dude. I don't know.
Walker has to sit.
So,
bro, if he's playing like that,
who would you put playing the linebacker spot? Iffy?
But they don't. But the team doesn't like doing that. They're a run first stopping team.
Well, they can do
I'm
that.
talking about
Yeah,
third
but
down,
what
though?
They did it in the case
Third down,
CJ,
though, you take. Oh,
CJ was
But
sitting
third
there.
down, I think they
Hold
will.
on.
Not like anything within 5 yards.
Yeah, CJ came down and started playing that backer position.
Yeah, they could do it because CJ was smacking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they said if you've been playing line sub linebacker the last 2 weeks.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He's been playing some sub linebacker. Like he's been playing that a little bit here and there. They've been doing it, but how often are they going to continue to fucking do it?
Yeah, I agree with Issue None in the comments too. He said if you've been playing sub linebacker last 2 weeks, if he has been down there. So you got a couple players that can do that in that defense. You got Branch, you got Iffy, you got CJ when he comes back. That's 3 different players you could put in that. So
Tracy Walker.
Yep, Tracy Walker if they want to play him, but
We're not talking about
even if they
practice.
don't
We're
play
talking about
Tracy,
real
you
life
still got
games.
3 players you could pick from that could swap into that position.
Yeah, so Brian Baldinger did a piece about the Lions defense, how at one point they weren't even subbing out, they weren't matching sub packages. They were just leaving that defense on the field. So I think AG wants to kind of get back there to that place to where they don't need to need to sit there personnel like that.
Yeah, he prefers that package too. Like that mean that he's a DB at heart, and they can play that as long as they got the players to do it. Like if you don't have the DBs to play that, you got to go more linebacker heavy. But hey, I think with CJ coming back, he would love to go back to more DBs on that field.
I agree with all y'all, but my player of the game, man, was Pascal, man. To come in and control the run defense the way he did and get a sack. When have we known Pascal to get a sack, man? So, hey, shout out to Pascal, man. That's hey, they were saying he wasn't known for his sacks, man. For him to come out and get a sack, man, that was big to me.
He ain't known for nothing. That was the first time I've heard his name in like 2 years.
Listen, when he in there, bro, he in there, bro.
Not in professional football, no.
Man, next thing we're gonna go, man. Let's talk about how this O-line, man. Let's talk about how this O-line, man. They was all there today. They showed out. Golf got time to, look over the pocket, man. Did his thing, man. So, hey, big shout out to this O-line. Let's talk about this O-line, man. Give them no credit, man. Hey, I didn't even hear nothing about Taylor Decker today. You feel me? How do you feel about our O-line playing, Rebel?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I'm liking Frank, man. I put that shit on everything, bro. So shout out to him for getting back in the lineup, steering these guys right, man. What a difference, bro. That he is the anchor of that O-line. So even with Panay out there with Frank there, everything seems to go, bro. It's so much better, man. So shout out to Frank and that O-line last night. That's what we've been waiting to see all year. We had 5 games without him. And again, shout out to our medical staff. I didn't even know about the injury he had. They got him back out there, man, and he looked like he didn't miss a beat, man. So, hey, man, we're not worthy of this O-line, man, but I'm glad we got him. And I'm so happy that we
deserve this O-line. What you talking about?
I know that's right.
I said we're not worthy, but we deserve it.
Worthy of it too, damn it.
I want a ding moment with you on that one. Like, dang, we deserve this O-line, goddammit.
But to your point, man, I'm glad they played a great game, man.
For sure, Leo, man, how was your thoughts and feelings about the O-line play, man?
Yeah, I felt the O-line really held up. That first quarter was a little suspect still, but for the most part, they really held their own, and so we need that O-line to be together. Like, there's no more. Like, they got to figure that out. Shout out to Ragnow going with the meniscus scope. I believe in a week and a half he's back. So I believe his brother said something like that. So shout out to Ragnow.
Day. O-line came to play. It was out there blocking, bro. Mike. O-line was out there to play. He was out there blocking, bro. How you feel about our O-line play?
I love it, man. I've been saying for weeks. I think that was the biggest deficiency in the offense. Like, I know a lot of people were getting down on the turnovers, and Jared Goff was turning the ball over a lot, and some of them were on him, but I felt like a good portion of them was on the protection too. Like, the protection has to hold up, and you have to keep the quarterback upright. and I've been saying for weeks, like anytime you have an offense playing that poorly in the pass blocking game, you're going to be more prone to turnovers. I don't know why people were acting like that was a hard concept to grasp, but man, shout out to them. Hopefully we can play like that for the rest of the season and going into these playoffs, man.
Yes, sir. Skrilla, how was you about that O-line play, man?
I'm telling you right now, when I heard that the O-line was going to be there, I knew they were going to do good things. And to the point that Mike was making, I remember with all the stuff he was talking about, that, you know, the pass rush was part of the problem. And we've been, saying that the whole week, that, you know, that pass rush gets to the quarterback. I mean, I don't care who you got back there. I don't care if you got Joe Montana. I don't care if you got Tom Brady back there. It gets to the quarterback. That's going to rattle the quarterback. So you need that offensive line to be strong. And you saw it. The pass blocking was extraordinary. I think they allowed like 3 pressures and 1 sack, and the sack was a coverage sack. So, I mean, hey, the offensive line, I hope they stay together for the rest of the season into the playoffs, because ain't nobody going to stop them. Ain't nobody going to stop them with that offensive line. Nobody.
Let me see if he did. Dede, how you feel about the O-line play, man?
Man, without that O-line yesterday, we ain't talking about this game like the way we're talking about it. There's no way, man. That offensive line showed up and showed out yesterday. Goff had all day to throw at some points. And like they said, he gave up 3 pressures, 1 sack. Goff kind of went down. Goff looked like he was getting ready to like take the sack before dude was even there. He like ducked down and then stood back up and dude sacked him.
It's insane, Tori.
But yeah, man, without that O-line, bro.
PTS flashbacks and shit. Bullshit.
Without that O-line, bro, we're sitting here talking a whole different narrative right now. So shout out to the O-line, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Too much sauce.
John,
too much.
How was y'all feeling about that O-line play?
Yo, dude. So, I mean, this is what Mike was talking about. Everybody was talking about. When the O-line is healthy, man, this thing's humming. But this is what I'm saying, and we talk about. I know this is kind of off topic a little bit because it's kind of about Goff. But if they're not gonna invest money into this O-line and in the backups to make sure Goff is staying upright, like Mike is saying, then you have to go a different direction from Goff if you're not going to do that, because Goff needs this to be successful. He's an upright quarterback. All right. If he has the time, he can get the job done.
No, we ain't doing that.
We ain't doing the
hooker, buddy.
No,
this is golf talk. This is golf night. This is golf night. We ain't gonna do that to my quarterback. We're not gonna do that to my quarterback.
No, just to say, we know it's golf night, and we know it's golf night. But to what John was saying, that's exactly.
I don't want to hear nothing about no hookers. No black hooker jerseys.
No,
none of that. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it. Go ahead, John.
This is in the future, man. We ain't talking about now.
I don't want to hear nothing about no black hooker jerseys. None of that shit. Go ahead, John.
For 5 touchdowns, bro. We're talking about the present.
Really, line played well. We played well, and it's good to have everybody healthy. Now we just got 3 weeks to keep everybody healthy to get the playoffs. That's the main concern right there, is to keep everybody healthy. Because we see what happens when guys goes down. We lose Ragdoll. Like, our line suffers.
Boy.
The team suffers. Goff suffers. Like, turnover after turnover. Like, but hey, everybody's got to stay healthy this last 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
Right.
And since you want to say something about my man Goff, we're gonna talk about my man Goff, because he woke up this morning like killing him. You feel me? Hit him with it, Goff. Get him, Goff.
Killed it.
Don't be hating on Goff. I don't be hating on my man, for real. Yo, hate on the man with the plan who came out here and do this thing, man. Hey, Skrilla, I'm gonna let you know. How was you? I'm gonna let you talk about it. So you was talking about it. How was you about my man Goff performance last night?
I wasn't talking about him bad, man. Don't be jumping on me about that.
Bro, you brought up Hooker after he threw 5 touchdowns. I want to hear it.
Talk. I just want to
No,
hear it.
we were talking about the future, bro. We weren't talking about this game.
He was talking about Sky Brothers bringing the future alive, man. So that was Sky's fault.
John's point, if you're not investing in our lives, that's why we got Hooker. Anyway, The point of the matter
Okay.
is, Goff played great. He had his offensive line there. All his weapons were working. I mean, and I'm sorry, John, that or Day, I don't know which one of you were betting for Monty. Monty didn't really get a lot of plays because Gibbs was out there balling. Dude had 9.1 per carry. Let me say that again for you. 9.1 per carry. What the fuck? That's what I'm just saying.
Rumble, you was talking about my quarterback.
Hey,
How he
I was talking about him. I was talking.
Yeah, Rumble was talking
was
about the
talking.
quarterback. There
I
we go.
was.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
was
was.
talking about him.
Yeah, you
But
were. I
listen
remember.
here,
I
he
got the
did-
receipts, Rumble.
I remember. Yeah, I talked about him.
Remember
He made adjustments on the line. He actually was orchestrating the offense. I even saw him do a couple of check downs, little audibles. These are the things that quarterbacks are supposed to do. Hey, he played a hell of a game, 5 touchdowns. Hey, once again, I will shut my mouth up about him. That's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. 5 of them things, man. Like hot and ready. He was just pitching it. Who you?
Touchdown.
Laporta.
2 touchdowns.
Gibbs. Who else? Who
You get a
hot and
touchdown.
ready,
Everybody
boy.
but Monty gets a touchdown.
Porter had 3 of them.
3 of them.
3 of them.
I'll give it to Goff, man. He played a hell of a game, man. But
Goff the GOAT.
man, he started off looking shaky. I thought we were for a long game, bro. He was playing like shit the first quarter, man. At least first couple drives. I don't know if it was the whole quarter, but his first couple drives, Goff looked like shit. He looked so rattled back there, bro. But he clicked, something clicked, and he turned it around, bro. And he just, you could see him he was orchestrating that offense. He had
what it was.
full control of that offense, bro. Like,
he had a PSTD
Goff,
back there. He had to get himself acclimated to the fact he's got his offensive line. So, oh, damn, these are my guys.
Oh, that's right now.
Leo, man, how was you about Goff's performance, Leo?
Yeah, but he was moving. But see, the thing too was that when you could see him kind of find his rhythm, and when he finds his rhythm, he starts to actually go through his progressions, and so it just started to click on the back end of the first quarter and into the second, and once you could just see it in him, and that has partly because the O-line kind of settled down, but him stepping up into the pocket and kind of even running to kind of buy some time and stuff like that. There was times where he had to go to the second, third target or in that play, and so lately when he's been struggling, he hasn't been able to do that. It's just he's kind of folding. So shout out to Goff.
Like Ken just said down here, he said Goff was feeling himself, bro. You could see it. You could see Goff starting to feel himself throughout the game. It was nice to see.
Yeah, I don't even have much to add to that, man. I agree with all you guys. Goff was great. I thought even when he did get pressure, he had something to go to. Like even that one, he got pressured on the one of Reynolds where he just tossed it up to him, and Reynolds made a great play on Sutton. Like that pressure was instant, and he got it instantly out of his hands into a receiver and put it in a space where only he could get to the ball, and he made a play on it. So I thought Goff played a really good game last night.
I actually seen Goff do something that I've never seen Goff do.
And what's that?
He threw there's one particular play when they were blitzing him, and Gibbs went out to the flat, and he didn't have a clear passing lane, so he sidearmed it. I've never seen Goff sidearm it. He just chucked it to the side. He's like, whoop. I was like, damn, he's sidearming it. He's feeling himself for real now.
He was.
Sky,
that's all.
John, how y'all feel about our performance, man?
It was good. He had time. He read the defense and he took shots. Like Sam Laporta was open like 85% of the time all night long. I mean,
bang, 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 bang.
Right. We were, there's a few other things. Well, I know Sky had a play up. We were looking at the defense just left Amon-Ra for that touchdown. It just left him, And we know how Goff is. Goff likes to lock in on one receiver, and it's like but it
You
works.
can't say that no more.
Hey, right.
I think like 8 different receivers. Wait, 7 or 8 different people
Nine.
caught the ball
I think it
from
was
the
9,
ball.
wasn't it?
His first like 10 completions went to like 8 different receivers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Goff was spreading the ball around, bro.
Mm-hmm. Sky, how you feel about your performance? And then we'll get into Day. Have you seen him? Who missing on this Detroit Lions that's supposed to be on this team? But I mean, who missing on this Lions team that was supposed to be performing but didn't? But we get into a play on offense. But go ahead, Sky.
No, you're good. No, what I was saying is, hey, listen, I'm not gonna fill out the Jared Goff apology sheet yet. Like I'm not in that boat. Like I'm always critical in a sense that like our line has been completely healthy. So if our line is completely healthy, yeah, I expect him to do very well. We have a very good O-line when healthy. We know this. But it's the times when we have somebody go down, I need Jared Goff to step the fuck up. But that's where it's like, okay, I need him to go dominate the shitty ass fucking Vikings. I need him to go out there and have a good game if the O-line is healthy against the Dallas Cowboys. And I need to go dominate the Vikings again.
Okay. Day, your part of the summit, man. Who on the milk carton this week, man?
I've kind of already alluded to it, and y'all thought I was kind of joking. Nah, I'm really putting Jerry up here, and he can stay up here for the rest of the year. I never want to do this segment again as long as Jerry Jacobs on this fucking milk carton, bro, because his ass can stay there. Because nobody's looking for him, bro.
Oh
He
man.
takes the field. We don't
Have you
need
seen
somebody.
him? Have you seen him?
No, because I'm not looking for him.
The only person that was looking for him was Russ.
We're not turning on the lights. It says the future. We're not looking for him, man. No. Stay there, bro.
So I'm gonna start off with you, man. Who was your top performer on offense?
Oh man, that's tough because the whole offense was just clicking, bro. Like you could, I mean, I don't think there's really a wrong answer. You go all the way down to Monty. I mean, even Monty had 60, almost 70 yards rushing, and he wasn't even the focal point. I mean, Amara, big 100-yard game. Sam Laporta, obviously, fucking 5 catches, 3 of them were touchdowns. I mean, Gibbs, he went off for 100 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, Josh Reynolds made plays. J-Mo, I mean, 7 targets. I mean, he had 47 yards, which is nice. So, man, my player of the game, the whole offense, bro. Like, no lie. I mean, all the way from the O-line to fucking, I mean, everybody, bro. So, yeah.
Give it to the whole O. To the whole O. You feel me? I respect that, man. I respect that.
To the whole O.
Skrilla, who your key player? Who your offensive player of the game?
The whole offensive line. Because without that offensive line, this one would not be possible. Period. I'm just telling. They did a great
Give
job.
it to the O-line. Rumbo, who was your top performer?
Oh man,
Okay.
I'm kind of gonna go with these guys, but I'm gonna go with the rookies, man. Laporta, Gibbs. I think those guys, like, man, big games from those two, man. I think, man, hey, say what you will, man. I think Sam Laporta is the best tight end we've had in a long time. Even better than the last guy we had. Who we traded to Minnesota.
We're not gonna say his name.
Hawkinson, we'll see you in a week, buddy.
Man,
We'll
fuck
see you.
Hawkinson.
I'm waiting for this matchup right here, boy, because I know Sam Laporta gonna make everybody forget about Hawkinson. Whoever that guy was before we drafted you, I don't even remember his name, man. Man, we're so happy to have you here. The kid can block. The kid can run routes. The kid can catch. How many times did the other guy drop it in the end zone or the red zone? So, bro, and then Gibbs is a cheat code, bro. Straight up cheat. I saw him make cuts in this small of an area and just like shift his body and make the guy miss. And pick up 4 more yards. That touchdown run he had where he spun around and lowered his shoulder, man, stop it, bro.
And ran dude over.
Yeah, bro, slapped him over, bro. That kid ain't afraid of
I
contact.
love that.
Man.
I love that.
Shout out to them 2 rookies, man. They balling right now, man. And I'm pretty sure teams don't want to see him these upcoming weeks.
Leo, who your player of the game?
Man, you could go all over the board, but I think we got to probably give it to our offensive MVP for the season in Amon-Ra. I mean, you're looking at 9 targets, 7 receptions for 112 yards, and a tutty. You know what I mean? And so, we like to sit there and think that he can't go deep, but he had the longest reception of the night with 29 yards. So it's really hard to sit there and kind of ignore those numbers.
Yeah, but was that a catch and run?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like he's literally that dude for us.
Sky and John, who was y'all top performers of the night?
You got to give it to the boys in the trenches. That line played great, kept Goff upright, and gave him the time.
Sky, who's your top performer?
Sam Laporta.
Laporta Potty?
Porta
Potty? They be shitting on defenders. That's what I be calling it.
Sammy.
Mike. Did I get Mike already?
Nah, I go. I think I'm gonna go with the offensive line, man. I agree with the offensive line pick, man. I thought they were gonna get started off running the ball, but they actually came out the game. The first drive was 5 passing plays, so they didn't even start them off running and being aggressive. They was good in pass pro, man, from the start to the finish, man. Even when it was disjointed in that first quarter with Goff, man, they kept going with it and they stayed consistent throughout the whole game. I'm gonna go with them.
See, I'm gonna go with somebody that nobody said. Yeah, this week back. Nobody said
Craig Reynolds.
And he was getting beat up. He was getting beat up in the media. He was getting beat up on podcasts, every Lions podcast. Everybody was asking what's wrong with him. And then put Hooker in and this and that. And I'm going top performers, man. That's my quarterback. I don't trade on my quarterback. You feel me? It's my quarterback, and I mean that it's my quarterback.
Man, you were the one dogging out him worse than everybody because you were so mad.
I did say if he kept playing the way he was playing, you feel me?
Hey, get him.
I didn't want to resign him this year. But for him, you come back and say Neil. He said
Neil.
Believe in me. And I said,
Neil and Day, go at it.
All right, no, bro. You did 2 episodes back to back because you were so mad about how Buddy played. You was dog. That first game when he played like shit, bro, you came on this pod and you were so mad. You were like, you couldn't believe what was going on with Goff. So don't sit here and say you didn't turn on Goff. You turned on Goff.
Hold on. Dave's got 30 seconds.
Go ahead, Nate.
That's all I got, man.
Get him, Teddy.
Bro, the only thing you weren't doing was throwing in the towel on him, bro. But every time you brought up Goff, bro. He ain't it right now. My MVP
what did he say about him?
My MVP quarterback playing like trash, man. We need to figure something out.
Did you hear the keyword you said? Bro, did you hear the keyword you said? You said my MVP. You still my MVP quarterback. It's like a stepchild that you put all this time into. You feel me? And he's supposed to make it. You feel me? And he don't. He was at that point where, and he was disappointing me, man. It was hurting my heart, man. It was really hurting my heart. You feel me?
I know one person nobody gave any.
I apologize.
Nobody gave any props to.
He deserved the ass whoopings that I gave him when I gave him because he was acting up. You feel me?
I know one person nobody gave props to.
When you give your kid a whooping for acting up, you just deserve that ass whooping. You feel me? You still love him, but I just had to give him the ass whooping. I'm just saying it was meant to be. You feel me? I'm just saying.
Hey, Daddy, you know that apology.
I know
somebody nobody mentioned this week.
I'm not. I feel like that apology for him. I never do. No, I always say if the O-line playing like shit, you can't. If you O-line playing like shit, quarterback gonna play like shit.
Right. I said, Golf. I'm sorry, but you deserve them ass whoopings because you was acting up. Now that you get your back right, you're doing your thing. You feel me? I still love you. I just had to give you the ass whooping in that point in time. That's it.
10 seconds.
You can't just forget about. You can't just sit here and try to act like that. You forgot about them ass whoopings you gave him. You
Right.
just say, "Oh man, nah, bro. You can't sit here and act
It hurt me more than it hurt him. Okay. I'm just saying. Ain't that what your parents used to tell you when you whip you? It hurt me more than it hurt. It hurt me more than it hurt him at the time. Okay. Just saying.
Bandit just cash them checks that you wrote. That's all you gotta do is cash them checks you wrote, bro.
Thank you, Mama. I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? I want to say something. Nobody mentioned one person. Nobody mentioned Ben Johnson. They were all over his ass the last couple of games, but nobody said nothing about Ben Johnson.
All right,
Ben
chat,
Johnson
who won
called a
that?
good game.
Who won that ding ding? Chat. Say who won that ding ding.
I apologize, so I lost. When I apologize, I lost. I'm 0-2 in this. I'm 0-2 in this ding ding.
Why would you do that? I was gonna pick you. Shit. What the hell?
You conceded, bro. That's a dub for me. I'll take it. That's a dub. I'll take it. That's a dub. I'll take it.
I should have never gave up. I'm sorry. Golf. Look at me in my eye. I'm
We
sorry.
ain't even talked about the offense and Ben Johnson's play calling, bro. He was in his bag last night.
Let's talk about Ben Johnson. Let's talk about him with his mean mug on his face. Let's talk about
him. He wasn't looking like that last night.
He wasn't looking like that at all.
Man, that man was playing that. And he was playing that game serious, like everything was on the line, man. Like, and he knew that Chargers job was up, and he was like, "I'm gonna show y'all what I can do when I can do it."
Bro, he was Macaulay Culkin last night, Home Alone. He had traps set up for days, bro. They still couldn't figure out who's gonna get the ball.
Anybody else want to say anything about Ben Johnson? You called a good game, man. This is what we expected for you. You feel me? Seeing how you had all these job offers in the offseason. You know, you came back here to win with Detroit in golf. You believe in golf, so hey, you did what you did. You supposed to do. You don't get credit for that.
I think he gets a head coach job yet.
No, I don't think he should get a head coach.
Yeah, he gets another couple years here, man.
Yeah, a couple years here.
Oh, shout out to Ben Johnson for actually having the Reed be JMO every once in a while. Getting him 7 targets last night, you know?
Mm-hmm. Got him
7
involved.
targets last night for JMO, bro. We've been
probably to the chagrin of golf. But...
Hey, can we stop this narrative that he can't catch? Can we stop that narrative now? Because that man was snagging him and bagging him yesterday. You feel me?
Oh, well, you're talking about that.
Well, that was
everybody was saying J-Mo couldn't catch. He was snagging him and bagging him yesterday. That narrative.
He wasn't doing shit earlier though. He wasn't snagging him earlier. That's what I'm saying.
He was getting himself back in rotation.
You know what? J-Mo got them ass whooping.
You're talking about he was wide open dropping balls. Like it's not like fans were just kind of coming out of their ass.
Right.
Like, he was dropping wide open balls. We're not talking contested balls. We're talking wide open
balls in the end zone. On top of it.
Talking about the pass. I'm talking about now. He catching everything now. We ain't talking about the pass. Don't judge me on my pass.
He improved.
But you just said. But you said we were talking him for dropping passes. But
that's what we wanted. We wanted him to get better and improve at catching the ball.
Right.
And he has. So can we get on his credit? I'm just saying. Get him out.
I see. That's all we wanted.
We gave him his credit.
He's a
technically. He's still a rookie, right?
That nasty fucking juke move he put on the fucking Denver.
Yeah, he's still a rookie.
Made him
That was nasty.
Right?
That was so nasty. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Surtain looked like a human in that game because Surtain was getting busted. His ass was
here
busted.
we go.
They were going after his ass.
We attacked
getting
him.
jiggy with it. He was getting jiggy with it, bro. Oh, shut up.
Look at Goff. Moving the pocket.
Look at that.
Look at this catch.
Look at that, bro. Oh, he only catches with his body.
Look at that catch.
Catch of the year.
Catch of the year.
And he kind of with his hands, not with his body.
Catch of the year, bro. 2 feet down.
Gotta talk to him about.
That's the one he got.
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
No, that's
Go ahead, Scott.
No, that's exactly what you're talking about. That's why I wanted to show that one because everybody talks so much shit. Like, and this is all to me. This all comes from fucking actually getting fucking playing time. Like the guy, his snap percentage is actually getting to play. He's getting a feel for the game. It's slowing down for him. His hands are coming to him. Like it is what it is. Like he needed a couple weeks. He's coming off an injury. You know what I'm saying? Like now look at. Now look at if you start feeding him the rock all the time and he's starting to make catches like that, he's just as fast as Tyreek Hill. He's never going to be Tyreek Hill, but if he can be 60%, then holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the juke move, but
Like I said, I always said, if we get Deshaun Jackson out of JMO, we're good, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with
He was
that.
a bad mofo too.
Yeah, I'll take Deshaun Jackson. I'm cool with that.
Personally, I don't think we need any receivers. I don't think we need any receivers. I think Josh Reynolds is coming. You know, he's good as a backup. You got Khalif. I mean, you don't need any receivers. You got the receivers. They won 10 damn games with the receivers that they got. What the fuck else did they need?
Talk on it. Speak on it.
The true. They need a
they don't
true.
They don't need no fucking receivers.
They need a true X receiver, bro. They need a.
They don't need anything.
I like
they
that.
don't need shit on offense right now.
Leave that view, Neil, so that I can see the whole play.
If Goff can spread it out to different receivers
right
like he did last night, if he continues to do that, nobody can guard this offense, bro. Because they don't know who's going to get the ball.
This shit is to our point earlier by what we were saying that God just needs to continue to do shit like this. If Jared Goff can show up and do shit like this on a consistent basis every single night.
Boom, right there. Put that ball right in there.
Yeah, that's a dot, bro.
Anticipatory. He let that thing go. He threw, bro.
Hell, even look at on the JMO pass where JMO high pointed it. Look at Goff. He scrambles out or rolls out to the that'd be what, the right? Yeah, to the right.
It's already gone.
That's a pressure.
Yeah. So he adjusted right there. Josh Reynolds and Goff are on the same spot. You heard Ben Johnson say earlier that their option routes are really based off of whatever the defensive line and the pressure that's coming. And so that's a route where he's just throwing it to really open field. And it's Josh's job, to get there.
That was a beautiful pass, man. For my
quarterback. You know the best part about that play too, he was throwing to where the blitz was coming from.
Yeah.
So if you notice that, he just threw away where the blitz was coming from. He just threw it that way. That's all he did.
And then the last one here, I like this one because they actually give us the fucking Madden cam here. But this is the one also me and John were talking about earlier to you guys on how we were saying like the what the fuck, like this is like what the fuck happened in the defense type of deal right here. Like what the fuck is going on right here? You know what I'm saying?
They don't even know.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying. They have no fucking clue what's going on. Like what is happening?
Bruh, like y'all said, different receivers got the ball. They don't know who's getting the ball.
Oh, that was the one to Amon when he cut across.
Right here, boom, top of the screen, get ready to shoot.
Like, I don't even understand like this coverage right here. Like honestly, if this is Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes,
that ball's out.
This ball's out already, and he's catching it right here, and it's a one-on-one with the safety for a touchdown.
Well, ball's out.
But our team, we don't do that. But good thing the Broncos are fucking morons. Because continue this. We got a guy that he's gotta be.
How does Goff not see that, bro?
Oh, it's
the no. That was part of the play. That was part of the play because you want.
And Laporte ain't even looking back for it either.
Yeah, he's
not. It wasn't true.
He can't go over there right now.
He's a rookie. You gotta understand. He will learn this.
Yeah, he's got to learn to look back.
That wasn't the play. That wasn't the play. The play was to stretch the defense out. That's why.
Right.
But any good team that has a good tight end that's aware with their quarterback and are on the same page, like that. He stops right here and he's looking and is catching the ball and running it. Like that's just what that is. But anyways, rookie quarterback, rookie tight end. Oh, all right. So you think that this guy maybe had he was man on him, maybe he was just playing match. You know what I'm saying? If he goes this way, he's going this way. If he's going this way, I'll cover this way. Whatever it may be. No, that's not it. He's dropping back in this.
He got beat bad.
He broke his ankles, bro.
No, he just purely drops back. He turns in hips and fades. He bails on it.
Yep.
Safety's pushed. No man's land.
The one-on-one.
That was some dumbass defense. It was some dumbass defense.
Yeah, that right there, we got to give credit to Ben Johnson because he understood that the personnel package is probably going to be cover 2 at that point. You could see if you run it back just a little bit, Sky, Garrett. So the guy, let's see. So run it back to where, they're set. So right there, so there's confusion to the left side of the defense, and so we don't know what the hell that safety's doing. We don't know if he's lost. What the hell is he winds up doing? That's free snap. Go ahead, run it. Okay, he gets the ball post snap. Okay, now he's reading. Okay, where did the guy go? So now it's cover 2. So Laporta's just gonna sit there and run the guy off. Ben Johnson, he trusts Ben Johnson for the play call, and that play call is a cover 2 man beater. So Goff is just going to run the play. Credit Ben Johnson.
You see the route that Porter's running. He's running that out right there. So if he's running that out, that means he was trying to get the safety to follow him so that Amon had a clear path to the end zone, but the safeties were actually paying attention at that point. They're like, oh, wait a minute, this guy's free. What the hell? And Amon's like, fuck y'all, I'm jumping over both of you.
Second week in a row. Somebody
like,
took flight on him.
What is that other dude doing, though? Like the DB that was up over
what is he doing?
Literally just bails.
He
Like,
whiffed.
he should be in a hook
He whiffed
curl.
on his coverage assignment. That's all that.
Right, yeah, exactly. Because he should be in a hook to curl. So at the most, Goff should be looking to push this ball to Laporta because that hybrid DB should be falling down onto Amon-Ra, but he just leaves him.
Bro, to be honest, they were both wide open. I feel like he still could have got the ball to Laporta.
Yeah.
Keep
They
running
got
it.
to throw that shit on a rope by now.
He
Yeah,
won't,
keep
he
running it.
won't do it. The reason why he won't do it is because for the QB, that's what's known as cap. So that route is capped right now.
That's bad.
No, I'm saying at the end, look where Laporta is after Amon-Ra catches it. Like they
Right.
were both damn near open. That was funny to me. Look at that.
But the thing is, even if that corner played Amon the right way, Amon still had the inside route on him. He was going to catch that ball and score anyway. That's,
I don't know if he scores if he plays it the right way. That's probably just inside.
He had him beat. He had him beat as soon as he turned his hips. He had him beat because that corner wasn't even.
Yeah, even if the corner played the hook to curl, all Amon-Ra, because that's a straight in route. So
yeah,
I mean,
Right.
he's going to run away from the hook to
The
curl.
DB he opened his hips to bail. Like if any DB just puts his foot in the ground and drives. So I'm right in Amon-Ra's hip.
What he's talking about is this guy right here. Watch this guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Instead of
saying.
turning and cutting, he opens up and then he opens up and drives his hips. Drives
Even if
backward.
if he drives, though, John, even if he drives, because
he's still right on his hip pocket where you're down at the 5.
He's gonna catch it. He's gonna catch it.
Right.
He's gonna make the tackle.
I'm not saying
But you know the thing. Let me tell you something. The thing who makes this play. Who is that receiver going into the end zone on that left side? Isn't that J-Mo?
That quarterback.
That receiver that's on all the way on the right. I mean on the left. Right side.
Right. Yeah.
He's running. That's why that corner bit. Because if that's J-Mo, if you give him the ball enough, that shit's gonna happen.
Khalif.
Yep.
That's Khalif.
No,
that's not Khalif. That's a single number guy. I think that was.
Are you talking about 11 on the left?
No, on the right. You can't see
on
it.
the right. You can't see him here, but when
yeah.
the play develops, you'll see him run up the sideline, streak up the sideline. Right?
That's either J-Mo or
It's gotta be J-Mo.
Josh.
It could be Reynolds.
J-Mo.
That's J-Mo. That's J-Mo.
That's J-Mo.
That's
Yeah.
J-Mo.
See, when you get J-Mo the ball, people have to
You're ready to
respect
push
that
corner.
speed. That's
Push
why that
corner,
corner
man.
did that. That's why that corner did that. Because they respect J-Mo.
It just seems like a blown coverage because he shouldn't open up. Because if they're in a man, it's a too high man.
Yeah.
Because he's in no man's land. He should
In
literally-
reality, he did fuck that play up. Yeah.
Right, yeah,
He
you
did,
know what I
bro.
mean? He just fucked up. There wasn't
Yeah,
nothing else to it. Like, if it's too high man, exactly what they fell back into is a too high man. Like,
Look at that guy
That guy
to the
should
left
not
too.
be
He's wide open.
he should
Look
not
at that
be
guy
there.
to the left. The guy to the left
Khalif,
was
ain't
wide
it?
open too. That's what happens when you give the ball to so many different
Right
receivers,
there.
bro.
Right there, Khalif.
They didn't
coming
know
into
who
your
was going to
screen.
get it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I believe I
Yeah.
can fly.
shout out to
I believe I can fly.
And that safety right there is like, damn,
I think
who
I'm
What
jumped
happened?
over me? Right.
Well, they're both
What
flying.
happened?
I don't see
Well,
any
Field
blue.
was
I don't
electric
see any
last
blue
night, man.
jersey. All I see is green.
I can run this route.
And one of them is a top graded safety too. And Justin Simmons, he's sitting right
Oh.
there, right in the middle.
31,
3-1.
like, God damn.
He's like, damn it.
For sure, man. I love
Khalif
it,
looked
man.
like he was about to go catch him.
Yep.
Like, look at this motherfucker. He's literally like 8 yards away.
Yeah, whoever number 6 and number
Like,
29
like,
is, they
that's
need to
not
be fucking.
gonna happen. Like, he should at least be in his hip pocket for Amon Ra.
Mhm.
Like, that's where he should be, but he
He
wasn't.
fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
But it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't even.
Banana
He
tailpipe.
ran straight in. What is he looking at?
Like he's playing inside leverage, so he knows he
That's
don't got
man-
help.
That's
man-
definitely J-Mo.
He knows
That's
he-
definitely
Yeah,
J-Mo.
he's man up on the outside. I'm pushing him to the sideline. That's all that is on the outside. Like 29 is in no man's land. Like
Because you don't know who to cover.
never should have opened up. He should have just gotten to his back pedal, put his foot in the
Mhm.
ground, and followed Amon Ra. But literally left.
Non-discipline. That
That's
wasn't
the
a discipline
Broncos
route.
for you, the good old team that everybody says that are real good.
You said they was gonna beat us, guy.
Yeah,
I
he did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Sean Payton got a thorough butt whooping last night.
I forgot about that.
And I'm
I
gonna tell
did.
you, I'm gonna tell you, and I told you the reason why Denver wasn't gonna beat us, as long as we held on to the ball, because Denver makes their living off turnovers. If they don't get any turnovers, they just shit team just like any other team.
Bro,
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Dan Campbell was feeling himself last night too, dog, because he went for it on 4th down. Touchdown. He said, screw the field goal. We ain't putting up 3, putting up 7. He went for it on 4th, bro. And
He
it was
trying
just
to
like,
embarrass
bro.
Sean Payton. That's what he's trying.
Yeah,
to
he
do.
was,
Fuck
bro.
you,
He
man.
was, bro. Yes. Put all that coaching, bro. I'm
Right.
better than you.
In this game, he was. Yes.
Let's get everybody's final thoughts, man, so we can get out here and we can catch the second half of this football game, man. You feel me? It's on
Who
TV
winning?
right now.
I don't even know.
I don't even care.
Let's get to their final thoughts, man. The new final thoughts, thing. You feel me?
We got to get him shaking somebody new's hand. We can't have Tracy Walker on here.
Oh my God, he usually Tracy Walker.
Get him, Dede still on him. Get him.
John and Scott, man, what's your final
Nah,
thoughts on
shout out
this game?
Tracy Walker. I like Tracy
Give him his
Walker.
chain back, damn it.
Final thoughts, let's go. Like, hey, we played all around. We played complimentary football at every single phase. Every single phase played great. Line was great. We just got to stay healthy and make it through the next 3 weeks to get to playoffs. That's it. Like, hey, just staying healthy is the key. Everybody's got to stay healthy.
Scott, your final thoughts?
I'm in complete agreement with him, man. Because like, here's the thing. I think with Kirk Cousins still being out in the way the Vikings are playing right now, I think we're gonna beat the shit out of the Vikings. But we need to stay healthy for Dallas in the playoffs. So I don't know if we go in there and beat the Vikings and then beat Dallas. I don't even know if we see our starters in the last week.
I would bet we wouldn't.
It
I would
depends
bet
if we got the
wouldn't.
number 1 seed on the line.
Or if we're in contention for it. Yeah, exactly. So it's like
Mhm.
I honestly hope that we don't get the number 1 seed, right?
We don't
And
need it.
I hope that we rest our players that last game so we have a full rested team going into that first game of the playoffs. Because I truly think that, like, in a final thoughts type of deal, like, we need to stay healthy so we can stay consistent. Because at the end of the day, our offense is what drives this fucking team.
Mhm.
Period.
Absolutely.
Preach.
Dede, your final thoughts, man.
Kind of have to agree. Health. Let's just stay healthy these last couple of weeks, man. Let's win these next 2. See where we're at with that third one. Like Shai said, sit them. With that last week, sit them. But yeah,
Rumble, your final thoughts,
good
man.
victory.
Man, I agree with both Sky, John, and Dede. All 3 of them, man. Health is wealth. And then, like, whatever the coordinators, whatever kind of meeting they had prior to this game, have another one again. because we got one more divisional opponent that we need to go ahead and take care of. Let's get this NFC North crown. That should be on our bucket list. We ain't got one of them in 30 years. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. And then, man, yeah, man, let's keep riding this momentum, baby. Ford Field, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you, Bandit, always. All the villains, man. Leo, Strilla, Day, Sky John, Mike. Man, salute to y'all. Bandit, of course, always, man. Thank you.
For sure. Leo, your final thoughts, man?
Final thoughts are, man, they really executed. I've been harping on the team about execution. They really haven't been on their details, and they made moves, personnel moves, but bottom line, they executed offense and defense. So going forward, they just need to keep on executing.
For sure. Skrilla, man, your final thoughts, man?
Yeah, just keep it going, man. We got Minnesota, beat Minnesota, win that division. I'm still kind of leery of Dallas because Dallas plays really well at home. They don't play good on the road, but they play really well on the road. So I mean, at home. So I want Detroit to be conscious of that whole effort. You know, if they have that offensive line playing, you know, like last year, we were winning at halftime. It just destructed on us in second half. So we got to play a full game. But let's go to Minnesota, take care of business, whoop them Vikings ass, get this division. Let's go.
For sure. Mike, your final thoughts, man?
Yeah, I agree with Strilla, man. That's my final thoughts right there, man. Let's win this division next weekend. Wrap it up next Sunday, man. That's all I got to say.
My final thoughts is, as a Lions fan, doesn't it feel good to be 10-4?
Yes, sir.
Just sit back and think about that for a second. We 10-4. When is the last time we can say we 10-4? And Kings in the North, right? Playing good. We got a solid defense, excellent offense, great coaching staff, great GM, an owner that really cares. It really feels good to be a Lions fan right now, man. That's my final thoughts, man. And hey, I'm loving it right now. But before we leave, we know we always do let everybody know where he is. I wouldn't be a bandit without my villains. You feel me? Skrilla, man. Let them know where you is, man. Let them know where you find you at, man.
I'm Strilla. You can find us at JBK Zone Coverage on YouTube, Instagram. Just hit us up. We are on at 10 a.m. on Sundays, just talking about NFL in general. You know, I try to put my boys up in there every now and then. I'm a kind of humble Lions fan, so I don't try to talk as much shit as these guys do on my show. They got 2 Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and I got a damn Buffalo Bill fan. So you know how that goes on the show. They got to take all the damn credit and shit because they got programs. But I try to get the Lions in there as much as possible. But check us out. Peace.
For sure. Leo, let them know where they can find you at, brother.
Yeah, Leo Barwell on Twitter. That's where you can find me at, and I'll be chilling with all of the Lions fans, all the Lions Twitter. So find me.
For sure. Day, my brother from another mother, my co-host. Let them know where they can find you at, bro.
You can find me on Twitter at Marco246. Good victory this week. Let's go get another one.
Good show.
My Swishers, man. Y'all come in the pack. John and Scott, let them know where they can find you at.
Man and Robin.
You feel me?
There you go.
Hey, run that one more time, Sky. Run that one more time, man.
Oh, yeah, play that shit.
That's our theme music this week. Run that one more game, baby.
There we go.
Let's go off at the end of the season.
Mike, man, let them know where they can find you at, Mike.
Man, y'all can find me on Twitter all day.
Appreciate you coming in with the camera on today, too.
Man, appreciate you, Mike.
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate you guys, man. This was a hell of a show, man.
Hey, Mike.
This was a hell of a show. But y'all can find me on Twitter, man, at @1pride_JR, man. We're on there talking about Lions almost fucking every day, man. So give me a follow. I'll follow you back.
He'll also be at the local strip club.
Magic Mike.
Y'all know who I am, man. I'm Bandit, man. You can find me here on Bandit Sports, man. I appreciate everybody coming in, man. In the chats, who viewed on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you watch YouTube, on your phone, in your house, in your car, in the garage, in the tunnel. You came and spent some time with us, man. I appreciate it, man. With that, man, hit the subscribe button, man. And we out, man.